Hi everyone, it's Math with AUB for the preparation of NAT, ECAT and past papers of Federal Board, Aga Board, Sindh Board, Punjab Board, what I say and what I not. Let's see and find out. Today our topic is binomial expansion. Questions related to binomial expansion. Binomial expansion. Yes, question number 1 reads as expansion of 8 minus 2x 8 minus 2x raised minus 1 is valid for 8 minus 2x raised minus 1 is valid for what value of x is valid also known as convergent means what should be the value of x in order that it is convergent for this to be convergent make first term must be 1. It will facilitate our work. Make the first coefficient first term 1. Take 8 common. Taking 8 common means dividing 8. 2x over 8 overall raised minus 1. Make the first coefficient first term positive 1. Taking 8 common. Cancel out. Here it will become 4. 8 raised minus 1 and we have 1 minus x over 4 overall minus 1. When power is negative or fraction, it has infinite number of terms. Infinite number of terms. And we are familiar sum to infinity is only possible when our common ratio is less than 1. If we open this up, our r is going to be x over 4. Let's see and find out how. 8 raised minus 1, it can be written as 8 raised minus 1 can be written as 1 over 8. It doesn't bother us. Expand this. 1 raised minus 1. Middle symbol is negative, first term is positive, then negative. Drag the power down, subtract 1 from the power. Drag the power down, subtract 1 from the power, minus 1, and give the second term power 1, x raised 4. Overall 1 divided by 1 factorial. Positive, negative, again positive. We have dragged the power down, that's minus 1. Now minus 1, it's minus 2. Drag this power down as well, make it coefficient minus 2. Now subtract 2, minus 1, minus 2, raised x over 4 square over 1 into 2. Positive, negative, positive, again a negative. Minus 1, we have dragged it down. Second power is minus 2. Minus 1, minus 2, it is our minus 3. Now we have to subtract 3. 1 raised minus 1 minus 3, and it should raise the power of this one. Keep on diminishing the power of 1. And increasing the power of x over 4. It will become x over 4 raised cube. Overall 3 factorial, and so on. If we expand this, if we simplify this, 1 means 1. 1 has any power 1, it's also 1. Let me write one step for you. 1 minus plus, it will become our x over 4. 2 cancelled, minus plus, plus, here remains x over 4 square. And here minus plus, minus again plus. 1, 2, 3, cancelled out. What we have? X over 4 whole cube, and so on. All are the powers of x over 4. It is our r. R is equal to x over 4. It is valid for r is less than 1. R means our r is x over 4. X over 4 less than 1. It implies that mod x is less than 4. So that is the interval of convergence. X is less than 4. Sometimes it is known as radius of convergence. It can be written as minus 4 less than x, x less than 4. Excluding minus 4 and 4. It is the value of x. Mod x must be less than 4 in order that expression is valid or convergent. Sometimes this interval is known as radius of convergence. Radius of convergence. Another question of the same type, in order to give you good overview as well. First we have selected negative power, now fraction. When power is negative or fraction, it has infinite terms. It has infinite terms. It has infinite terms. Okay, moving to question number 2, that is 3 minus 5x raised 1 over 2 is valid for what value of x? Now it is 3 minus 5x overall 1 over 2. Take 3 common, 3 common. Common means to divide. Divide by 3, 5x over 3, overall raised 1 over 2. Now 3 raised 1 over 2, 3 cancelled, 1 minus 5x over 3 raised 1 over 2. Now that is RR. In the same token, if we expand this, we will get the powers of 5x over 3 1, then 5x over 3 square and so on. We are going to have powers of 5x over 3, powers of 5x 3. So it is our radius. It's our common ratio. Sorry, it's our common ratio. 5x 3. It must be less than 1 when the sum of geometric series or binomial expansion is valid. R less than 1, R is 5x over 3, it must be less than 1. Solve for x, it is mod x is less than 3 upon 5. 3 upon 5. That is the value of x, or it is sometimes known as radius of convergence. It can also be written as minus 3 over 5 less than x, x is less than 3 over 5. It is our open interval excluding minus 3 over 5 as well as 3 over 5, taking all the rest in between, taking all the rest in between, taking all the rest in between. So it is convergent or valid when mod x is less than 3 over 5, 3 over 5, option number C in that case. Moving to question number 3, another elegant question, most frequently asked in the examinations at good levels. If x square and higher powers of x are neglected, then 1 minus x over 2 raised 1 over 2, 1 plus x over 2 raised 3 over 2 is equal to what? Is equal to what? We have 4 options. Our expression is 1 minus x over 2 having power 1 over 2, having power 1 over 2 divided by 1 plus x over 2 raised 3 over 2. In the same token, first term must be 1. Luckily, we have both terms. First terms are 1 here as well as here. So it can be written as 1 minus x over 2 raised 1 over 2. Shift this quantity in numerator by changing the symbol of the power x over 2 minus 3 over 2. Now we have to deal with x power 1, not x square x. We have to ignore all these. Expand this, it will become 1 power 1 upon 2 minus, drag the power down, subtract 1 from the power and give the second term power 1 according to binomial expansion into 1 and so on. I am omitting all the rest because other power must be x over 2 whole square, x over 2 whole cube and so on, and we are asked to neglect x square and higher powers of x. Okay, what about this? In the same fashion, 1 raised minus 3 over 2, drag the power down, subtract 1 from the power, give second term power 1, x over 2 power 1 upon 1 and so on and so forth. So it can be written as 1 has any power 1 minus 1 has any power 1, 2 to the 4 x over 4 and so on. What about this? 1 has any power 1 minus 3 upon 2 to the 4x and so on. We are omitting the higher powers of x. Now simply multiply 1 with both terms, it will become 1 minus 3 over 4x. What about this? Minus x over 4, x over 4. What about this? X over 4 into minus 3 upon 4, minus 3 upon 16, minus plus x square. We have to omit higher powers of x. We have to omit this term, just calculate this 1 minus 4 is the LCM in that case, 3x minus x, minus 3x minus x, it will become minus 4x. 4 cancelled out, so we have 1 minus x, 1 minus x. So it is tantamount to 1 minus x if we neglect x square and higher power. If we neglect x square and higher powers, why? Because x is a negligible quantity, small quantity, where x is very small, that almost negligible. So in that case, In that case, we have option D is our option in that case. Final question of this binomial theorem, another elegant question. Find the first negative term. Find the first negative term. I have already told you, when power is negative or fraction, binomial expansion has infinite terms. Binomial expansion has infinite terms. It is not finite. It is not finite. Infinite. Infinite. So term formula doesn't work in that case. But we can manage the first negative term very easily. 1 plus 2x raised 5 over 2. Now overall power is 5 over 2. Drag the power down 5 over 2. Subtract 1 from the 5 over 2, it will become 3 over 2. Subtract 1 from 3 upon 2, it will become 1 upon 2. Subtract 1 from 1 upon 2, it will become minus 1 over 2. Here comes the minus. And we are asked to find the first negative term. First negative term. Whatever the power is, drag it down. 5 over 2, subtract 1 from 5 over 2, it will become 3 over 2. From 3 over 2, subtract 1, it will become 1 over 2. From 1 over 2, subtract 1, it will become minus 1 over 2. How many powers we have dragged them down? 1, 2, 3. Give this expression power 4. 2x raised 4 overall 4 factorial. That is the strategy to find first negative term without introducing anything. 5 over 2, subtract 1 from this, 3 over 2, subtract 1 from this, 1 over 2, subtract 1 from this, minus 1 over 2. How many powers we have dragged them down? 1, 2, 3, 4. Give this second quantity, second term, power 4. Power 4, 4 factorial. Power 4, 4 factorial. Now simplify. Here comes minus 15 over 2 raised 4 and it will be 2 raised 4 x4 overall 4 factorial means 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 power 4, 2 power 4 cancel. Apply table, it will become 3, 5 the 50 minus 5, 2 for the 8 x4 minus 5 over 8 x4 is our required first negative term in that case. First negative term in that case. Look at my selection. Each question is elegant, worth solving, worth understanding. It is not a blind arrow in the air, a relevant material, complicated material. These are known as teasers. They tease the students. I am selecting the questions. The teasers are no more teasers for you. It's all next.